What's up, YouTubers? This is your boy iTechRock here with the video for the revisit of the LG G Flex. 3 months down the line or 4 months down the line, I had this phone. I think when I got the phone like in August, and I know it's pretty much outdated by then anyway. But I just couldn't resist it. Why not? So this is my year-end review for the LG G Flex, my final verdict, my official final verdict. I did a review earlier when I first got the phone, and technically I really didn't have enough time with the phone. So now that I had plenty of time with this phone again, I showed it off to people, my family and friends and colleagues and classmates and things like that, and just people out in the ordinary, just in the ordinary world. I bring it out and they're like, "Oh man, that is a huge, is that a tablet or something like that?" So I'm just, I explain to people what it is. It's the LG G Flex. And here it is, guys. This is the 6-inch screen from LG. Also has that famous that back for the buttons. So no buttons on the front, no buttons on the sides, all in the back. And you get an IR blaster too. So when you use it for your remote, you just shoot it up in the front like this, and like the screen will show you like your remote control. I would load it up for you real quick, and it does have the knock-on code, so you can tap it and then slide up. So yeah, this is G Flex, just in case you guys didn't know or never saw my review or the overall view of it. What I like about this phone is, I mean, it's pretty much a small tablet and a phone at the same time. So it definitely gave me an opportunity to say, I'm gonna say no to tablets. If you got a phablet, this is basically an official format of a phablet. I would consider the Note 3 or the Note 4 as a phablet because, I mean, technically you can still hold it in one hand. And with this, as you can see, I mean, my hands is kind of decent size, but you still have a hard time reaching. And just think, if it had buttons anywhere on this phone, it would be hard to reach because it's kind of like what they say, huge for a phone. But if you got the iPhone 6 Plus or the Nexus 6 or Note 4, all those type of phones are in like the 5.5 to 6-inch factor, or even a Galaxy Mega 6.3 or the Galaxy Mega 2, or even a Sony what's the Z Ultra. That one was a huge phone. I kind of wanted it, but then I saw somebody with it. I was like, that's like holding a 7-inch tablet to your ear. Like I'm walking around like, yeah, I got this 7-inch, So I was like, nah, I'm not gonna do all that. But yeah, guys, this is it's revolutionary to me because it's flexible. It's flexible. You can, no bend gates, guys. No bend gates. You can actually straighten this out, and then it goes right back into place. It won't mess with the screen. The screen is plastic, OLED, plastic, POLED. That's what they call it, POLED. So it's plastic-based OLED. 720. Yeah, I know a lot of people are like, man, 720 garbage and all that stuff, but 720 is still decent on this phone because it gives you options to change the picture mode. You got standard mode, vivid, so it gives you options to change it. And when you put it in vivid mode, this picture quality on here, you wouldn't know the difference. Like it was just a 1080 display, you wouldn't know the difference. If you don't even pay attention to the picture quality, you wouldn't know the difference when you put it in vivid mode. And it also, if you see that light, it also has a light on the front and back, so you get notifications from text messages, social media, all that type of stuff. Even phone calls, it will light up different colors in the back and on the front. So that's a good point. And it also has a 2.1 megapixel front-facing camera, as well as a 13 megapixel rear with a 4K recorded display, 4K recorded video. So you have a 4K TV, 4K monitor, and you have a G Flex or Note 4, Note 3, whichever other new high-end smartphones. You can also watch your videos in 4K. Even I got a couple of my videos in 4K on YouTube, so you can watch a few of them on 4K, and maybe I'll just leave those in the description. But this phone is it's probably one of the best phones I ever like owned, and I'm not planning on switching any phone right now. I'm just waiting on 2015 to come in because I mean it's a lot of crazy stuff gonna go on. Like Samsung's talking about S6 with two edges with screen. Like that's crazy because a lot of people don't even like the no edge right now. At first I was skeptical about it until I really saw people actually going through reviews and thoroughly putting emphasis on what you can use the edge screen for. And yeah, it does get in the way if you hold it in one hand or you hold it in the other hand. I mean, if you're a right hand user, I mean, for the let's say for the no edge right now, it wouldn't be as good. But they also show like a setting where you can rotate the screen upside down to put the edge on the other side where you won't mess up with it. But as of right now, it's really no need for it. I mean, for an alarm clock, like really, like who would use their phone for an alarm clock? I mean, yeah, I guess if you want to be that technical with it. But at the same time, still, G Flex, hands down, best battery life other than the Droid Turbo. Now, if I was with Verizon, I would definitely cop the Droid Turbo because the 3900 milliamp battery, that other than that, that's the only one that could beat the G Flex. G Flex with this, with the T-Mobile version, it's a 3400 milliamp battery. Of course, with the 2.3 gigahertz, that's nothing. 2.3, you got Note 4 with 2.7, so I give you pointers on that Note, and then the Note 4 has a 16 megapixel camera, so But the downside with this is it does reset itself a lot. Like I think what I've been hearing is if you use so many apps or you have apps running crazy all at the same time, that's what causes it to restart itself, not reset, but restart itself. Basically turn it off and it comes back on. I try not to have that happen to me while I'm demonstrating things, so people won't be laughing like how your phone just restarted. Like I'm pretty sure your phone restarted, so there. And what else I like about this phone? The multitasking. I know a lot of you all got Note 3s and Note 4s and Note 2s and you're doing a dual screen and all that type of stuff, but the LG G Flex, the G2, the G3, it does the same thing. I mean, practically LG and Samsung are like kin folks. So they're like cousins, they're fam. So they're pretty much taking each other's ideas, splitting them off like, okay, we'll let you slide with that, but you're not going to get what we just got. We're not going to give you the floating application feature with the S5 and the Note 4 have now, and but with the G Flex and I think with the G3 they had a slide aside feature where you pick your top 3 apps that you're using, your most recent 3 apps, you slide them aside, and then when you want to bring them back into the play, you bring them back into play on the screen. Now it's nothing like the Note where it had the floating, the hovering over the screen and it hovers. It's nothing like that, but at the same time, that's a pretty cool, neat feature for the LG G Flex or G3 or even G2 if it does have that. And I'm pretty sure the majority of them do. But what else does this thing do? It self-heals. It has a self-healing back, so I could just attack it all I want to. And I mean, as long as it's not a real bad dent with like a knife or something like that, it'll self-heal like in maybe minutes. Just rub it and then you'll see it like self-heal itself. I don't know if I scratched it up. I should have just used the pen. Let's try. We're going to try it. Go. I'm writing on it, right? You see this? Let's see it. Rub it. So basically, they call this the Wolverine of the smartphones because it has a somewhat of a self-healing back coating on it. And another thing, the back doesn't come off. So that's a con. If you wanted to remove the battery is non-removable, and also no SD card slot. So you stuck with 32 gigs, and you just gonna have to put up with the 32 gigs that's already in it internally. And 2 gigs of RAM. Yeah, some people say that's last year or 2012 or whatever like that, but I mean, with 2 gigs, you still can, get some used to it. You still can, do a lot with it. You can play hardcore games on it, like Modern Combat, Asphalt. You can still play those type of games on it. I do a lot of productivity, so I have a lot of productivity on the smartphone. For instance, I have. Let me show you guys. These are my productivity apps. Pretty much the same apps I got on my Windows laptop. So, but yeah, I mean, this phone can get the job done. Like I said, you can replace this with a tablet. You won't need a tablet once you get like a 6-inch or 5.7 smartphone. Those are great sizes to replace your tablets with. Now, if you want it to be larger, you would get the LG G Pad 10.1, 8.3, or just another Galaxy tablet or something like that. That's Android. If you want that Android experience. So, let me go ahead and do this roundup. Okay, what I like about it, one more time, it's flexible. It has a flexible screen. You can bend it. No bend gate iPhone. This is not. It won't snap. It won't break and crack like yours. No bend gate iPhone. So it's a flexible screen. It's curved. It's curved. Great viewing angles on here, guys. You can view, play games, watch movies, watch YouTube on here, watch this video on here. Great angles. And like I said, it's very curved like a banana. They call it a banana phone. Once again, the back healing, self-healing cover, Wolverine. Also, I like the buttons. I like the buttons on the back of the phone. I'm so used to them now that, I don't even look around and try to feel for no buttons. So that's a good pointer. LED lights, I like that. Also, the dual windows, I like the multitask on. Look at emails and browse at the same time, or watch YouTube and browse or Google Hangouts at the same time. Let's see. The battery life. The battery life is sick. Like it's second place to the. Like I said, it's second place to the Droid Turbo. If the Droid Turbo didn't have that 39 milliamp, I promise you, I would switch ASAP. But I'm not dealing with Verizon. They overpriced. T-Mobile, sticking with you. So pretty much it. I mean, like I like 2 gigs. I'm tripping off 2 gigs, 32 internal. I still have about maybe 15 gigabytes left on this phone. So, a 6-inch screen. It helped me to get rid of tablets, and I just use my laptop and this for everything. So 2 devices. Not too bad. I mean, I actually could leave the house and just use this all day. Let's see what else. The camera, the 4K. I like the 4K videos. Like I said, I will leave a link in the description below to some of my 4K videos I shot on YouTube. And that's pretty much it. I mean, the downside is no removable battery. Can't take the cover off. You only have like a piece for your SIM card from T-Mobile. What else? Oh, the restarting when you're using a lot of apps, or it just feel like it's running too much. It'll just restart itself. I mean, that's pretty much it to me. The display, I'm not too tripping off the display. I got a 1080 laptop. It runs 1080, and I can watch 1080 videos with my laptop, so I'm not too tripping off of that. But those are what like my main focuses. My main worried about is the restarting on the phone, and you don't have an SD card slide on it. But not to forget to mention that you can use cloud storage applications like Dropbox, OneDrive, Google Drive. You can use all those and to put all your apps on. You can save your movies, your music, your photos, documents, resumes, whatever you're trying to do to stay productive and keep everything on the go with you. You can just put them in the cloud, because the cloud follows you everywhere you go. All you have to do is find a laptop or a tablet or smartphone or desktop and log into your account, and boom, everything's still there. So it's the memory is really not my biggest issue, and just like I said, you can play games on there. I also have, I forgot to tell you, I also have movies. I also have movie apps you can use. I have the Netflix, Hulu. I got Crackle, CBS Sports. Now CBS Sports, you can like find your favorite, teams and everything like that, and then you get updates whenever they start playing or whenever breaking news comes through. Sometimes you can even watch videos instantly. You can watch the full live game straight from CBS channel. That's if you have CBS in your area. But yeah, I would definitely, like, if you're into Fabulous, you don't want a tablet, you want to use just a phone, I would definitely recommend this. If you're worried about battery life, this could last you a whole day, even on heavy usage. Now, I must warn you, you might want to like close out apps, dim down the picture a little bit, dim down the brightness. Turn off Wi-Fi if you got 4G, LTE, or if you're using data and you got a lot of data. Turn off the Wi-Fi because you wouldn't need it if you got plenty of data to use. And yeah, it's like I said, it's one of the evolution. To me, it's the underdog of 2014. Like, no, it's not a lot of people talking about the G Flex. Everybody talking about the Note. Everybody talking about the Nexus. Everybody talking about the iPhone 6. And I would definitely pick this over the iPhone 6. And that's another video. iOS 8. I will have to talk to you guys about iOS 8. It's just crappy. But yeah, guys, this is the boy. I take you out, guy. Sorry for jib jabbing and going on, but I just had to get the word out that G Flex was the underdog of 2014 and 2013 year end. Check out my article in the description below. It's your boy. Peace.